there, guys! Welcome to the Daily Draft, where we take Magic one draft at a time. My name is Morgan, I play Magic, and this is a Magic Origins pack for when Swiss draft. We are playing some Swiss to keep ourselves entertained while we are waiting on Rise of the Eldrazi drafts, which will be starting up tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. We are going to get started as soon as two more people join this queue, so I'll see you then. Cool.
And now they're like this big. I mean, they always had like really long tails and really big palms.
Alright.
To their tails.
So Ember Mahelion is probably the best card in the pack, bar none. Like, it's a big trampler, 4/5 for 5. So I'm taking it. I mean, I could be on the plan, but I don't think we're going to be able to Fairy Miscreant. And I'd rather just take a big red derp than anything else. Its ability says that if another red source you control deals damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 1 to that permanent or player instead. So it's... I think it's funny, first of all, that it says permanent or player, so it's kind of giving rules room for permanents to take damage. But yeah, it just adds to your potential damage output. Here, definitely taking the Fire Impulse over the Skyraker Giant and the Majoring Bully, although both of these cards are fine cards and I'd be happy to have either of them. Fire Impulse is a removal spell that becomes Flame Slash or a Lightning Bolt with Ember Mahelion. But again, Majoring Bully, Skyraker Giant, both perfectly acceptable cards. Next best cards in the pack are probably Claustrophobia and Bounding Crisis. Here, we have a couple of options, actually. There's a Seismic Elemental. When it enters the battlefield, creatures without flying can't block this turn. There's also a Gear per Gear Crafter. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And there's the Suppression Bonds, which is also pretty good. As much as I like Gearcrafter, I think I take the Suppression Bonds. Suppression Bonds is removal, and it opens us up for some pretty powerful white cards. If we open them. So, yeah, pretty happy taking the Suppression Bonds here. Alrighty, so here we have a couple of options. There is a Towergeist, which is probably the best card in the pack. There is a Firefiend Elemental, which is a fine card. Dragon Fodder is particularly good with Ember Mahelion, but not great with anything else. I think I'd rather have the Towergeist than the Firefiend Elemental. Kind of like keep our options a little open. Especially since there's some really good stuff you can do with blue and red, as demonstrated in my last draft. Alright, here I think I just take the Ram Roller. Honestly, it's a single color, although I could take the Wild Instincts. Ram Roller, it's a 2/3. This is a kind of late Wild Instincts. Yeah, we'll take it. Here I'm going to take the Aeronaut. There's not a lot else going on in this pack. Like, I'm not married to any of these colors necessarily. Although I do have a lot of 4-drops, so if it's between a 4-drop and anything else, I'm probably taking literally anything else. Alright, so a couple of options here. Scrapskin Drake or Timberpack Wolf. I think I'd rather just take the Timberpack Wolf, honestly. Like, it's a 2-drop. I mean, that's pretty much my explanation. Here I'm gonna take the Water Courser over Deep Sea Terror, Aerial Volley. That's about it. It's a solid 3-drop, so I'm fine having it. So it looks like we might end up in blue-green, which would be pretty interesting. Also, we did pass a Bounding Crisis Pack 2, So here I'm going to take the Fairy Miscreant, because obvi. If we wheel that Bounding Crisis, I'd be extremely excited. We also passed a Timber Pack Wolf. Obviously, we're not super committed to a single color yet. Pretty easy to gate there. Here, I think I'd rather have the Veteran Sidearm than anything of that. Screeching Scab, sure. Nuix Barrier, in the board. Crone Jailer, board. Yeah, so I've got a couple of options still. Looks like blue may have been open, or there just may have been like, blue is just the worst color. So we'll see how it goes. I still think it was right to take the Suppression Bonds over the Gear Crafter. Just so y'all are clear. Oh, cool. Chandra Fire of Kaldash. She's actually opened. I mean, I could take a second Suppression Bonds. There's a Reclusive Artificer here and a Gear per Gear Crafter, which would be pretty sweet. I do have the Fiery Impulse and the Ember Maw Hellion still. And I think Suppression Bonds is the only other card that I'd really like to take in this pack, so I'm gonna take the Chandra. And try and play her, because I haven't been able to play her yet. Oh, are you sitting by my computer because I have a fan? There's a cat by my computer, by the way, guys. Yeah. Wow. Just being played over here. Wow, look at all this green. Hmm. Guess I just take this Evolving Wilds. Still not planning on splashing anything, but this is probably the most reasonable pick in that pack. I'm not going to play Infectious Bloodlust. Just doesn't happen. I think we have a good amount of red spells. Good enough to make Chandra, some non-zero chance of flipping. Whew! Jesse and Thief. Yes, please. I think I take the Ring Ward now over the Disperse. Yeah. Get on the big flyer train. And we can cut both of our Fairy Miscreants. Yay! We might end up playing this Maritime Guard, though. Ooh. Aspiring Aeronaut, you say? I will take another flyer. Some pretty late white cards. Maritime Guard, get out of here. We're gonna be playing Goblins. That's our early game. I guess Stratuswalk goes to the sideboard. Yeah, Dragon Fodder is a really nice card with Jesse and Thief. Let's see, I could take Evolving Wilds, I could take Guardian Automaton. I think I just take Brawler's Plate. Play that over Epiphany. What? Oh man. Now the real question is, how many of these Fairy Miscreants do I play? Hey, a rare. Dread Waters, get out of here. So I get to make 2 cuts. Probably the sidearm. Oh, get it. Get another fairy miscreant. We have another fairy miscreant. I don't think I actually want to play this Evolving Wilds. Probably Brawler's Plate and Aspiring Aeronaut. Yeah, let's go. We're on the plan, and it involves playing a bunch of 1/1s, and I don't think we're actually losing out on that much. So, yeah, we're gonna submit. This deck is sweet. Let's go. I'm excited. And you should be too. I will see you back in round 1.